Alright, so just got the pipes on, and let me tell you, pretty easy, but it's a brand new bike. I got maybe 30 miles on the damn thing. Maybe. Let's see. So many miles we got on here. 50 miles on it. Getting them off was pretty straightforward, but for some reason, the bolt on the right side, I don't know if it'll zoom in on that. There we go. That thing was kind of not really chowdered, but I don't think it was Loctite. It was some sort of, I don't know, maybe it was Harley Davidson Loctite, but it was like grayish material. It was a mother to get that bolt loose, loose enough to where I could pry open the clamp and get it off the old pipe and get it on the new one. It was a little bit of a bitch, but I did get it in. Everything is, everything's bolted down. Let's see if I can, maybe I'll just pause. I'll pause here, put the bags on. I mean, that's what it looks like without the bags off. So let me pause this real quick. I'll come back with the bags on so you can see what it looks like, and so I can see what it looks like, and we'll fire it up. Okay, this is with the bags back on. Looks pretty good. Tab performance. Well, here's the real test. Let's hear what she sounds like. Oh, yeah. Yes, videos that you see on YouTube do not do it justice. Wow. I'll tell you what. Let me light up a cigarette here real quick. Idling. A little bit louder than stock. A little bit louder. Where the hell's my lighter at? Done lost my, oh, there it is. Okay, so idling, yeah, it's a little bit louder than stock, but when you go to rev that thing up, man, that is that's pretty gnarly. It's loud, but it's not ugly, disgusting loud. It is it's deep and throaty, and it sounds damn good. Sitting here revving it up. Performance wise, between that and, you know, full header and exhaust, or slip on thunder headers, or anything along those lines, I don't know how it does number wise on the dyno for numbers. You know, you're probably looking at anywhere from 2 to 5 horsepower, I would assume, difference between all of them. 5 might be pushing it. I mean, you're definitely gaining a little bit with opening up the exhaust, but tab performance has definitely exceeded my expectations on this exhaust. I was very unhappy with the way this bike sounded stock. Very, very unhappy. Way too quiet. You know, with Harley having to do the EPA shit on their bikes, you know, it's I wasn't very happy. I am going to be doing a stage 2 kit on it with a torque cam in it here pretty soon, so the intake will be changed out, either for a heavy breather forward or just a regular high high flow air filter. I'm not quite sure yet. There's about $200 difference between the two. Numbers wise, once again, it's not much different. It's all on the style you want and the look. I definitely wanted to go with the torque cam just because, I do have quite a bit of motor work done to this. It has high compression pistons, Screaming Eagle heads with the manual compression release. It has motor work done to it, and it is, it's not really set up to be a screamer. Most of these Dyna boys with their club styles, they rag on my bike because I got ape hangers and missing front fender and, chopped the rear and lowered it. They all, they're all going to stick to their guns on what's best, but this is what I like, and I like having the power when I need it, but I didn't build it. I didn't want to build this bike to go out there and ride like a crotch rocket. Been there, done that, had them. I just wanted a big, loud Harley, something I could stretch out on, have fun on, and go fast if I needed to. This one, stock, doesn't feel like I have the power that I have in the Fat Bob. I could be wrong. I haven't really gone on it 50 miles. I haven't really pushed it very much lately, or yet, I should say. But there's a reason for that. I don't want something to. I'm not saying something will blow up or ruin it, but I take care of my stuff. So I'm not really following the break-in procedure that Harley-Davidson suggests. I am to a certain extent, but the motor's pretty much already broken in. So, anyways, with that, I definitely want to do the torque cam. I want to have that low-end pull, passing people off the line type stuff. I'm not going to be taking this thing doing 150 miles an hour down the freeway, so I don't really need that speed cam in there, the higher speed cam in there. I want that low-end pull and go from there and see how she does. I will be doing an auto tuner in this thing. Only reason why is now here's the thing, I'm probably not going to go anything higher than the Stage 2, at least for right now. I don't have plans to go any higher than that. I think I'm going to stick with Stage 2, but the only reason why I want to do the auto tuner is if I do switch between pipes or intake, and this is just a small reason. I wanted to auto tune to that. Now I know the ECM will adjust a certain degree or a certain percentage, but here in Arizona in wintertime it could be as low as 30 degrees, and in winter or summertime it can get up to 118 and above. And the stock ECM, in my opinion, no matter what anybody else says, there's just no way that the stock ECM will adjust for that huge of a temperature change in these bikes. So I want that auto tuner in here where I just don't have to worry about it. Let it tune itself. I ride enough to where it should do it just fine. I'm going to start with that, see how it goes. I know a lot of these guys are running the Fuel Pack 3s in theirs, or what's the other one? Power Vision, I believe it is, which looks pretty cool. But I think that's just where I'm going to start with this and see how it goes. It's an absolutely gorgeous bike. I absolutely love this bike. It's comfortable. I might need to make a little bit more leg room, maybe put just the brake pedal a little bit more forward. I do have pretty long legs at 6'6". I'm used to having my legs outstretched, except for, of course on the dirt bikes and stuff it's a little bit different, but you're higher seating position. This one just, I don't know. It might change it once I put the 14-inch apes on it, kind of stretch my arms out, make me scoot back a little bit more and then lean forward more, which I kind of like that feeling. So maybe then if I change out the seat a little bit, kind of scoot me back a little bit further, I think it would be just about right. But other than that, man, this bike is, I love this thing, and it sounds so good. So if any of you out there are thinking or hesitating on the tab performance based off what you see on YouTube videos, I wish I knew more people that had these exhausts here in Arizona where I could just go and listen to it on this bike. But I'll tell you right now, I am very picky. I'll sit there for at least a month researching different bars, intake, exhaust, trying to find videos, I mean, dude, I've spent the last, even before I bought this bike, I was researching and trying to find videos of big dudes like me on these bikes with 14-inch ape hangers or 16-inch ape hangers, and seeing where their hands ride in comparison to the level of their shoulders. I mean, you name it, I've done it. I mean, I was measuring windshields to see about getting a higher windshield so it blocks a little bit more of the wind. I'm a tall dude and I like to hear the music, so I'll be doing a little bit of a speaker upgrade here in a little bit, just so I can get a little bit more noise out of them. Probably doing an amplifier, and I do have some Rockford Fosgate 5.5s, I believe that's what's in there. So I'll be changing those out, which will make a difference. Probably not much, but probably enough to where I'd be more satisfied on the freeway with, with the windshield and different speakers and amp to get a little bit more power through those speakers so I can hear it a little bit better. But other than that, I'm beyond happy with this bike. The only thing I'm waiting on now are the bars, and then once I get the bars on, and the windshield coming in, pretty much after that I put the stage 2 in it and see how she goes. So like I said, guys, if you're on the fence about tap performance, or I was looking for slip-on thunder headers like my cousin has up in Hercules. He's got the exact same bike but red. His bike sounds good. It wasn't as loud as I would want mine to be. So, I researched it. I watched hundreds of videos. But like I said, the videos don't do it justice. Except for on the Tap Performance website. They do have a video on there that shows or lets you listen to the sound difference between their 2.5 baffles and their the zombie baffles and their other one. And you can definitely hear a difference, but you just don't get the full effect because you're not there to hear it or feel it. But I'm very happy with the zombie baffles in these pipes. It's absolutely incredible. It sounds great. It sounds good. It doesn't sound like a ratted out piece of shit bike. It's deep and it's throaty, and I think it's going to do the job. So if you have any questions or anything, or you want to talk shit about the bike, hey, feel free. Comments are open. See you guys.